Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakwadash. Flowers to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. All right. Now, I want to say this. I just watched a video of a Jake, so-called black man with a so-called black woman, and he's confronting her about the fact that he did a DNA test on his son, and his son that he was raising for 10 years, or what he thought was his son, was not his. And when he brought it and confronted her about how could she do this, she had a very nonchalant attitude about it. Well, do you love him? So what does it matter? That was the attitude she had. And the scriptures speak about such is the way of an adulterous woman. She wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And that's the mindset of the mass majority of these women today. Especially the women in the West. That's like the 99.9% of the women in the West mindset. They do wickedness because they're all adulterous. They all been with multiple men. They're all playing the field, right? You think you getting a woman in today's age, and you think that she's just talking to you? Come on, bro. They're talking to multiple men. They're juggling men, okay? And it's like a game of Survivor. Who ends up getting to the finish line, okay, and gets to get that used up box for forever. Okay, that's basically what it is. All right, and don't think that she's just gonna stop talking to this and that dude. No, she'll be messing with that guy, going on dates with that guy while she's talking to you. And then while you're dealing with her, if things don't go right, then she always has that dude in her DMs or in her phone, okay, texting her and whatnot. This is the way of today. It's a wicked and adulterous generation. But this is to be blamed of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and his wicked, evil system. Because if there was a righteous system implemented, they wouldn't be allowed and able to do this manner of wickedness. There would be severe punishments for these kind of things, and they would get in line, and there would be a lot less of this madness going on. Okay? But since Esau's so wicked, he actually gives them an arena where they can flourish in their wickedness. See, that's what Esau Edom does, and that's why Esau Edom is going to be taken out. And as the society crumbles, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, through his son Yahweh Shai, the power of the universe, is going to punish these women. Okay, he's going to punish them very severely in the times to come. In Jacob's trouble, it's going to get real serious for these women, man. The scriptures say how the bride crieth having no bridegroom, and because you're going to need a man for protection in that day. It's going to be a Mad Max scenario out here. No, there's not going to be no police to call. There's not going to be no ambulance. There's not going to be any order in society. Men are just going to do what they want to do, okay? And that's when you're going to see how important it is to have the protection of a man, to have the covering of a man. See, because our covering is Yahweh Shai, the Lord, right? As the scriptures say, the woman's covering is the man. The woman's head is the man. Okay? But they don't want to fall into that order. So the Lord is going to show them the reward of being out of order. Okay? Because as it is written, the Lord is not the author of confusion. Confusion only can lead to chaos, right? Which is the opposite of peace. Okay? So in order for there to be peace, there has to be order, and the Lord is going to establish that order through bringing the destruction of this society. Okay? And you women are going to learn, man. It's just a matter of waiting, Brother, we get mad when we hear these scenarios and things of that nature, but the Lord is going to correct all this, man. This is going to be corrected real quick when the society drops, man. See, when the C-19 happened, that kind of shook up certain women, You had certain women smiling at you that probably wouldn't have gave you the time of day beforehand. You know, they started smiling at you when the C-19 first hit, but now it's back to normal, and now their pride is back up. But wait till the Lord shows you. Wait till the Lord really turns things up, man. Wait till the Lord really turns things up. You women are gonna be judged severely, man. There's gonna be men. I believe there's gonna be men with trucks, and they're just gonna take women and put them in those trucks, man, and do what they will with them, man. Whether they sell them or whatever the case, trade them, okay? To have their will with them, and then trade them or then put them to death, whatever, man. You got all kind of crazy people walking around trying to act normal right now, man. That's what you have in the earth. A whole bunch of crazy people trying to act normal, man. And it just takes that one event to unlock those spirits created for vengeance. You know what I'm saying? And us men of the Lord willing, we be of that number. We thrive in that time. We thrive in it. That's the time we want to be in, because that's the time the men of the Lord thrive. When did Elijah thrive? Elijah thrived in that scenario of the famine, man. He was eating, drinking, and he was seeing what the Lord was doing. Okay? And that only built up the faith. That could only build up the faith of the men of the Lord, man. When you see the miracles that the Lord is going to do for his men. And that's why the scriptures say that a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. The wind representing these tribulations. Okay, so when this wind comes and it starts to blow and you start to be in danger, and then you want to come back to, you want to start being a woman now all of a sudden, all right, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. That's why you sisters that are in this truth, you sisters, you have a perfect opportunity to be ahead of the curve, man. The Lord has given you a perfect opportunity to be ahead of the curve, man. And some of you are already with men of the Lord, man. And that's a blessing. You have a covering, man. And us as men of the Lord, we have integrity, man. We're not gonna just, leave our woman in the dust if she's been a good woman to us. Oh, because all of a sudden women are coming to us, because Isaiah 4:1, you better be ready. There's going to be a lot of women coming to the men of the Lord. You think we're just going to drop our woman that's been riding with us? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? Because we're men of integrity, man. And plus the Lord said what? He hated putting away, man. So we're not in the business of putting away, man. Now, if a woman commits adultery, okay, or if she's just a complete demon and she's completely out of order and she doesn't want to get right, well, that's on the woman, man. That's her damn problem, man. Okay? She's going to get kicked to the curb, and then she's going to have to eat the fruits of her doings, man. You understand what I'm saying? Reap what she sowed. But other than that, man, you're ahead of the curve. You're in a good position, man. See, them women, they're gonna try to get in, right? And there's gonna be a heavy burden of performance, a burden of a high bar to meet, and really ultimately it's gonna be spiritual. Because it's not about, oh, you gotta be the baddest thing in the earth, no, it's gonna be beyond that. It's gonna be in the spirit. We're gonna be looking at your spirit, okay, and seeing what kind of character you had in the world, whether you were a demon or not, and it's gonna have to do with attraction too, because it's gonna be listen, if we're not attracted, you gonna just kick rocks, man. Don't women do that? They don't. If the man's not 6 feet, I'm just not interested in him. Yeah, he's a nice guy, but I'm really, he's 5'9", You see what I'm saying? Or he doesn't have enough clout. His Instagram is not popping enough. You see? So we're going to get the pick of the litter at that time, man. You understand? So that's just what it's going to have to be, man. That's just what it's going to have to be. We're just going to have to sit back and wait for the Lord to issue this judgment, because the judgment is going to be horrific, man. The judgment is going to be very, very horrific. It's going to be very, very terrifying, man. But it's going to be like a movie to the elect. It's going to be like we're in the midst of a 3D movie, looking at all these things that the scriptures say and that we've been speaking of coming to pass and unfolding before our eyes, man. It's going to be beautiful, man. It's truly going to be beautiful. Okay? And to you, you wicked women that are enjoying the world that the serpent hath given to you, you will see soon that it was not worth it. You know, that it's better to follow after righteousness and to be in order, you know, to be in order and to get a husband and to serve that husband, man. You're going to find out, man. You're going to find out, man. And really, ultimately, the father is supposed to be choosing your husband, really. Because you don't know what to do when it comes to choosing. Okay, you're choosing based upon carnal vanity, vain things. Vain things, ultimately. A lot of stupidity, man. You know? You know? So, hey, man, like I said, man, these things, like the fact she was so nonchalant, if this was the ancient world, man, she would have been done. She would have been put to death. And if she was a Levite's daughter, she would have been burnt at the stake, man. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, man, you women got the liberty now because the serpent is ruling and you're able to do all this wickedness and your pride is at an all-time high, but that's about to be shut down, man. Scripture say, Micah 7:10, she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. We're coming to that time. So with that, I'll say shalom.